Hey everybody, welcome back. Jordan here, working from the kitchen table here today. And we're going to be taking another look at the medieval castle set. Now this set was originally one of the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 sets. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. It's one of the best 3-in-1 sets of all time. Pretty cool. Has 1,426 pieces. It's LEGO set 31120. So if you go to rebrickable.com and you search 31120 on the search engine there, you're going to see that there's a few different mocks that you can build using this set. One of them actually being this one right here. This one is the Medieval Castle 2, done by Bricktype. It essentially takes the original design and supersizes it. You can see there's some extra towers. Some of the towers are larger. It's just a little bit of a bigger base as well. So it's got some upgrades. And also it has some Easter eggs in the inside of it, which is new and added to the set as well. Let's have a look at some of those here. So like the original, it'll actually open up just like this here. So you got all the walls that formed a square now facing forward, which is pretty cool. You can see we've got an additional tower here. There's the mill. We've got some birds and archery target right here. There's also a blacksmith over here. There's the king's chair there. We've got a chest up top here. You've got a gate that can be flipped upward. We've got a little hidden Easter egg right here, like a little cellar. Down here, there's another cellar. And then up here, we have another cellar that actually has a little baby dragon inside as well. And then, of course, there's another lookout up top here. So Bricktype did a great job of taking two of these sets, supersizing it, adding some more Easter eggs and just some more detail, and also adding this addition right here, which is the undead. So you took the skeletons and made an undead add-on. And they are accompanied by this giant catapult here. A trebuchet, I believe it's called. Sorry, I butchered that. I know I did. But you can actually wind it up and boom. It's for like larger projectiles. It's really cool. I like that expansion. I hope to keep that when we actually part this set out yet again and part out a third set here to try and make the medieval fortress that's done by Mock Scout on rebrickable.com. So we are going to be parting out this right here, which is actually two medieval castles and a third one. And we'll be using a lot of these additional leftover pieces from the original rebrickable model to create the giant medieval fortress done by Mock Scout. So what you want to do is go to rebrickable.com and search the set number. You can do this for any LEGO set. 31120 is the set number that we searched to find all the different mocks available for the 3-in-1 medieval castle. And you'll see the one that we're going to build today is actually the medieval fortress right here. This thing looks amazing. And the cool thing about it is it's actually free. You can see it uses 3,026 pieces. As soon as you click on that link there, you're going to be able to open up the digital instructions. I will say that the steps are lengthy. There is lots of parts per step. There is lots of part picking, but you need to make sure that you have your parts perfectly sorted like we do here. So this thing is incredible. It's a really fun build. I would recommend that you try it out if you're into building medieval castles and if you want to invest in 3 of the medieval castle 3-in-1 sets to do this. Obviously, you'll have some more input once we finish the build, and we'll do a full review of the set as well. Okay, so here's all the parts from all 3 medieval castles. You can see we have it divided by part types. So we've got like minifig accessories, minifigs, doors, some pre-built flags, windows, tree elements. Then we have some slopes, specialized bricks, corner bricks, smaller plates, tiles, one by bricks and cylinders, all sorts of slopes, wall panels, Technic stuff, snot bricks and brackets, connectors, bricks, whether it be 1x or 2x, and then all sorts of plate. And we're going to construct the medieval fortress using the instructions that you just saw on the Rebrickable website. Making our way slowly through the first section of the build here. What's interesting about this version of this medieval castle is that it's lifted off the ground. You can see we've actually stuck 40 of the support panels inside, which is going to act as a floor. And then once you get those support panels on there, you actually cover it with plate, and that's what we're about to do. So of course, after you get your base floor made, you start to add the second floor, and we've actually added all of the exterior walls and interior details at this stage here, and we're actually getting ready to add the plates for our second floor. Figured I'd give you a quick overview of that before we somewhat covered up with some plates. So the instructions include approximately 90 building steps. We're on about 55 right now, and you can see it's looking good. We've got our drawbridge there. Some nice color with the flags above that drawbridge. What an amazing model so far. It is absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to get this thing done here. It looks glorious on the side. The medieval castle truly comes with so many great parts, from the cylinders, the profile bricks, all the different colors of slopes and cheese wedges. It is absolutely fantastic. As you can see, there actually is a staircase as well that goes up to the second floor, which is definitely a new addition for the set, as the first two that I built did not have a staircase. So it's definitely pretty nice, and can't wait to continue building this thing here and finish it off, because it just looks great, and it's going to look fantastic in our medieval scene underneath the Lego city. So here we go, everybody. We've got the medieval fortress built now. This thing is absolutely spectacular. You can see we've got a drawbridge right here. One thing I will note is that the drawbridge itself doesn't actually have a mechanism that will reel in these chains, which I don't really care about because it looks fine just like this here. For the most part, I like having the drawbridge down because you see the underside of plates, which doesn't really look as good. Now the front uses the yellow and also blue and brown top there, which is pretty sweet. Also all sorts of profile bricks, arches, cylinders. I also really like how they use these bricks right here, which are the hinge bricks, and he kept them straight, so it actually, the hinge acts as some more texture on the outside of the building. And when I say he, I mean Moxgoat, of course, the designer of this set. Along the bottom are really clever part usage, and you'll see that all around the entire castle. We've got a lot of elements here from the original design, like the archways with the cylinders, and also these little slits right here, built using the snot bricks and also the cheese wedges on those snot bricks. And we got these shield tiles there going around at the top of the castle, which is pretty amazing. And then on this side here, you can see this wall is just like over the top cool. There's just so many different textures and part usages to create this awesome looking wall here. We've got a combination of smooth finished bricks and also masonry or profile bricks, and then the alternations to create the pillars on the side. We've got archways, we've got connector bricks, we've got more of those hinge bricks being used, then we've got some archways here on these inverted slopes with the cylinders. And look at all the plates and slopes used on the bottom here as well. Cheese wedges, plants, slopes, all different colors of green to create this really cool foundation. And like we saw earlier, the foundation is actually lifted up off the ground, which is definitely different than the other 3-in-1 castles we had a look at. The back leads you to this large tower here that goes way up there, and you can see the roof of it is actually pretty well designed as well, with the cylinders on the bottom and those dark blue slopes on top. And then right down here on the base of it, you've got some more of those slits there with the cheese wedges and some window elements as well. This thing is just fantastic. It looks glorious from all angles, and I love all the detail with all of the different slopes and textured bricks and stuff like that. It's glorious. It looks really, really good. Definitely the best rendition of the 3-in-1 castle. Obviously, it uses 3 of them, so it probably should be, but I'm really happy with the design. Unfortunately, there's no catapult included in the design. There's also no dragon, which was included in the original design. We've got the mushrooms down here on the bottom. I also like the use of all of these different plates along the bottom here to add a nice texture and design in the water, sort of the foundation of the castle. And of course, you got a big archway here with another yellow, brown, and blue sort of shelter with the gold shutters in those window frames. And also you'll notice that there is a lot of different flame elements all throughout the entire castle as well. Now, of course, you got 3 castles, so you get 3 minifigures, and I've sort of scattered them all throughout the castle. Let's have a look at the interior details. So I've put a minifigure on each side here. Got that dude and this lady here. You can see there's a barrel there with a spear in it and a flame element, and you've got 2 flags draped over top of that shield there. There's a little walkway right through here. Another roof here with another one of those flags. Person standing right here. A doorway leading inside the castle here. That's actually leading to the staircase. It is not modular, so you can't take it apart. So it's sort of hard to get in there and see all the details. But there's honestly not very many details out there in there. It's more so something that you want to look at from the exterior. It just looks great. You just have to be careful when you're moving it. You see I've knocked a whole bunch of pieces off it. But that's because I'm looking through a little screen right here, not paying attention to where my hands are going. Got another soldier right here, or knight. And then you can see there's a walkway through there. And another doorway right here with another one of those flames. And that, of course, leads to the staircase there. You can see I've positioned 2 of the knights up here. They're sparring. Right here, there's a jail cell. And then there's another jail cell on this side as well. And that's below that really cool top tower. So down in the blacksmith area, we actually have 2 other minifigures. These are the twins right here, the twin blacksmiths. And then I made their dad as well. So we got the dad and the 2 twins blacksmithing away. But yeah, the details down here are pretty sweet too. You got a couple crates or chests. And then there's the well. You can see there's some tiles down there. The staircase going up, of course. And then over here, there's a suit of armor and a place where they can forge the weapons. Not too crazy. But still, this thing just looks glorious from the outside. And of course, in addition to all of the minifigures, you also get 3 skeletons when you have 3 of these castles. The 3-in-1 castle is just full of awesome parts. And they can be used to create larger castles or really any sort of castle. It's brilliant how many masonry bricks they come with, profile bricks, slope bricks, all that different stuff there. So it looks great. And that is the medieval fortress in all of its glory. It's pretty big. It's about 1 base plate wide, but it's about 48 studs deep. So 1.5 base plates by 1 base plate. Also, we have this little market right here with the 2 roofs and some baguettes, cherries, apples. I'm missing one of these elements right here to lift this flame up. And then, of course, you can build some armor there. There we have the medieval fortress, everybody. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. And thank you so much for coming on by this rebuild and review video. Take care.